it's gonna be hard for me because I have a, it's gonna be like a little screen that I play in.
Why? Because you have the chat on the side, right?
Yeah, the chat on the side.
I know how to take that off.
How?
So, you have to go.
So, advanced settings, link, message spectators, yeah, display, yeah, I get.
How long do you want the quarter to be?
Finally. Huh?
How long do you want the quarter to be? Like, how many minutes?
4 minutes. I mean, 7 minutes, probably. Yeah, 7 minutes. I'm gonna join. Are you gonna invite me yet? I thought you're supposed to go to, I thought you're supposed to go to online head-to-head and press go get your friends, play your friend, and then I'll just invite you by yourself.
I already sent you the invite.
Oh, no you didn't. Wait, I'm on notifications. Yeah.
Beatles have on their team.
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit.
Did you join?
I thought I sent you an invite. I didn't.
You didn't. You didn't.
I'm trying right now. The game session is no longer available. You said that I couldn't join, so I'm gonna send you the invite and you try joining me, okay?
Am I still? Oh yeah, good.
Hold on, let me close my app real quick.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Get the invite?
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide.
Quiet. joining. I'm trying to join. Actually. You must first leave. Oh, I need to leave this session. Did I join?
Go.
Oh, I'm in a session. I'm in a session. You better not click my team.
Raven? You ain't gonna change the uniform? Not gonna do anything to it?
The NFL is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I don't have my play. This way.
Here we go. It's again. Come on. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Call a timeout.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Ingram. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 35 yards, as his guys are able to... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
What are you doing?
I messed up because...
And that drives coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
Keyboard and mouse on
unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the gun, it's Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's...
Ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Why is it so hard to use keyword in the house?
Because you should be using the controller, it's easier.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Oh, am I still
Now he's
Oh my
back out there to
God,
boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
It's because I...
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
X.
Toss play, Connor.
he tried to do?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Well, I didn't know he was going
and
that
he'll
way.
get this down only to about...
Perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he's going to get this one down near the... A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely.
Okay, I pause it. I want to get their thing out. You know how they do the thing where like volume control. I need to go volume control, master volume, auto mix, stadium speakers on the field. No.
Not bad.
It's loud for mine. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I was saying something to myself. That's why.
Mom is calling. Hold up.
To make it in the first place.
They don't keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Oh, design run for their wideout. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Boswell good with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open. Complete. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. It's a big game.
What are you doing, bro?
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust.
What? This is why I can't hear because it's so loud on the thing.
Did you change it?
No, I turned it down.
No. Like, did you change it from non-party audio to party audio?
Oh.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Only my broadcast can hear me.
To throw again. Jackson rolling to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's got it. And he will have the first down.
Let's see Mom join. Mom didn't join yet. Mom didn't join yet. Mom didn't join yet. Join yet. Mom didn't join yet.
Solution there keeps the sticks moving.
Mom didn't join yet. Mom didn't join yet.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, as the Ravens push further out in front. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So that one will be accepted. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Connor on the toss play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit.
Nobody is have it like that, so they don't have it. So people don't get mad at them.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Did you get an achievement?
Now Roethlisberger on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got this on the pickup of 11 yards. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the footballer, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
What? Is my mic glitching?
It was.
Ingram. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
All right. You asking for it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I've never used this team before either. It's my very first time using them. But you want to talk like that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Finally, you gotta touch it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
And I
Let's
got
go ahead
a
and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
He's on all-pro. You don't play on all-pro?
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Connor on the toss left side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Well, now they'll try the end around, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Cal, shut up, bro.
I like the idea
You choosing the, what do you call it, coach suggestions.
But like, play harder, man.
Roethlisberger will throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
When you're on defense, you hold down R2. What is all that color?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, it was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and a couple, Roethlisberger.
Dang, there's like a million.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Bynes able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here 3-yard
know.
line.
Actually, I don't know.
Give him 7
Yeah,
on the
the
play,
Miami
and
Dolphins.
that'll make it second down.
Where is Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay is... I'm stupid.
Tampa Bay is.
They'll run here with
Dallas.
Connor.
No, not
And he is
Dallas.
going to be
San Diego.
stopped.
Let me do
Why'd you pause it?
Let me do something. Alright. No.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Are you still thinking?
Now Roethlisberger.
No.
They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you get...
I am.
Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good.